Few years ago, I was sitting in the offices of the Azimut-Benetti shipyards in Avigliana, near Turin. I was a college kid doing my internship, watching craftsmen and lay fiberglass on a hull worth more than most people's home. I had no idea that one day I'd be investing in this industry. I'm Dario Montagnese, founder of the Ariete Capital Group. In my career, I've invested millions in Europe and helped wealthy families get a Plan B through the Italian Golden Visa. And today, I want to show you something that most people in the Golden Visa space completely ignore. Because everyone talks about Italy is just pasta, wine, and beautiful coastline. Nobody talks about the fact that Italy is the undisputed heavyweight champion in one of the most lucrative luxury manufacturing sectors on the planet, superyachts. Here's a number that should stop you in your tracks. Italy controls over 50% of the entire global superyacht order book. Let me say that again. One country, 60 million people, the size of California, builds more than half of every superyacht over 24 meters being constructed on Earth. In 2025, that's 572 vessels under construction. This is a privately held family-run Italian company. I have a personal connection with this company because that's where I did my internship when I was at university. I walked those production floors. I saw firsthand how Italian engineering, design, and craftsmanship come together at a level that no other country can replicate. But here is what makes this even more interesting for investors. Azimut-Benetti just announced a 160 million investment plan for 2025 to 2027. Expanding production capacity, R&D, automation, digitalization. Then there is San Lorenzo, and this one is personal for me because at Ariete Capital we hold San Lorenzo as an investment in our portfolio. San Lorenzo is listed on the Milan Stock Exchange with the ticker SL if you want to check, with a market capitalization of over 1 billion. They reported 930 million in net revenues from yachts in 2024, making the third consecutive year of double-digit revenues growth. EBITDA margin is 19%. They have over 100 yachts in their order book. They recently acquired a 60% stake in Nautor's one of the most prestigious sailing watch brands in the world, and 95% of Simpson Marine Group to expand into Asia. The Americas grew 58% for them last year alone. This is a publicly listed, traded Italian company operating at the very top of the luxury pyramid, and its stocks has been one of the best performers in the Italian mid-cap equities. I'm not here to give you an investment advice. I need to be crystal clear about that. But what I am telling you is this. When you are thinking about the Italian Golden Visa, you need to understand the ecosystem you are entering. You are not buying a ticket at the theme park. You are getting a seat at the table of one of the most competitive luxury manufacturing economies in the world. And here is what it ties it all together. The superyacht industry in Italy is not an isolated phenomenon. It's a tip of the iceberg. Italy dominates luxury manufacturing across the board. Fashion, automotive, furniture, eyewear, food, and wine. Also industrial machinery. There's a reason why Ferrari, Lamborghini, Armani, and Prada are all Italian. The same obsessive attention to detail, the same blend of art and engineering, the same generational transfer of craftsmanship. It's embedded in the DNA of Italian business culture. So, when a client calls me and says, Dario, I want the Golden Visa, but I'm nervous about investing 500,000 euros in Italy, I tell them this. You are not throwing money into a black box. You are investing in a country that produces over half of the world's superyachts, that export 4 billion euros worth of ships every year, and that has publicly listed company in this sector alone with a combined revenues exceeding 3 billion euros. These are real businesses with real order books, real margin, and real competitive moats that no other countries has been able to replicate in over 2 decades. Now, does this mean every investment is risk-free? Absolutely not. I'd be lying to you if I said that. Market fluctuates, the economic cycle affects luxury spending, and then you see the situation now is very complicated at the geopolitical level, the tariff situation, all these problems that we already know. But at Ariete Capital, we don't sugarcoat any of this. If 500,000 euros represents a significant portion of your wealth, this program is probably not for you. We typically work with families where the qualifying investment is less than 10% of their total net worth. That's the right risk profile for this kind of move. But if you're someone with the means and the vision to see what Italy truly represents, not just a lifestyle, but as an investment ecosystem, then the Golden Visa becomes something much more powerful than a residency card. It becomes your entry point into one of the most resilient, most innovative, and most globally dominant manufacturing cultures that ever existed.